welcome back to another episode of At Home with Dr. H. And I'm back in my kitchen, but not for what you think. I'm cleaning, and I'm talking about deep clean. Sometimes you got to pull out that bleach, the ammonia, the Lysol, Pine Sol, whatever, Comet, Mr. Clean, Magic Erase, everything, and just really do a deep clean of your house. And that's kind of what I've been doing all day, from vacuuming my carpets. I I put down some of the love my carpet, that kind of stuff, because sometimes you got to get in there. I don't have any stains, but I have a stain remover, so if I had any stains, I'd have been cleaning that up. And so I'm just doing that, and you'll probably hear some gospel in the background, because as I physically clean, I'm trying to make sure that my spirit is clean as well, and it helps create the right atmosphere. I've talked to you guys before about atmosphere in your home and or wherever you are, creating that right atmosphere and space to thrive. And so as I clean and really scrub, I've already sanitized my countertops, and I'm finishing up a few dishes and really getting in here and doing a deep clean in my kitchen. I've done my bathroom already, so whole house cleaning today. But spring cleaning shouldn't just happen once a year. You should be regularly deep cleaning your house. Really get in there, pull stuff out, because the next thing I'm gonna do is tackle my refrigerator and get it organized on the inside, really deep clean and do some things, pull everything out, and really organize it so that I can see it. I did that with my freezer the other day, pulled everything out, got it organized, and stuff, and threw away anything that might have been way back in the back that was freezer burned that I forgot was in there. And so I want to encourage you, with all of that said, is you got to deep clean your life. Sometimes you got to go through your life and pull out the alcohol and mercurochrome and witch hazel and bleach and Lysol, whatever, and clean your life. That may mean cutting some people off. I've said this before, but it's sometimes we really need to take a moment to deep clean our lives. Who or what is happening in our lives that are toxic, that are not clean? What are those spaces in our areas that within our lives that need deep cleaning? And what do I mean? Sometimes you got to put some bleach in a spray bottle and hit those baseboards, because sometimes just a regular mop ain't gonna do it. You got to really scrub and get it in there. But maybe you just need a strong chemical to let it sit just for a little bit and come along and just wipe it off. For me, the Word of God is a strong cleaner. So whether I'm listening to some worship music to set the atmosphere so I can get in that space in that mind where I can have conversation with God on a deeper level than I normally do, I'll do that. Or just really just open the Word of God for myself. Other times sometimes it's just sitting and meditating and just enjoying me and doing me. Sometimes you just got to do what you need to do to get along with yourself. And look at those areas, get into those crevices that are ugly, that you don't want to see, that you don't want to look at, but you got to. You have to, otherwise what's going to come out? Next thing you know, if you don't keep a clean house, you're going to get bugs. I don't care if they're ants, water bugs, roaches, some type of critter is going to come along. God forbid it's a Mickey, because I don't do Mickey Mouses. But, if you don't keep a clean space, you're going to get critters. An infestation is going to come. Just like any restaurant or any apartment complex, wherever there's a big dumpster, there's pests. That's why you pay for pest control, because you got to keep it clean to keep the pests away, whether they're raccoons, rats, mice, stray animals that are looking to scavenge to look for food. If you keep that space clean, 9 times out of 10, they ain't coming around. Same thing with you, your temple. If you stay clean, if you keep you right, you won't have ants coming out of nowhere. People coming out of nowhere just trying to scavenge and get what they can from you. You won't have all of these other critters and things coming out of nowhere looking for stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's not possible. Yeah, you can keep a clean house, but if your neighbors are nasty, they gonna come into your space. They ain't gonna stay too long. They gonna eventually die. But guess what? It happens. If your friends, your connections are nasty, guess what? That infestation is coming into your life. Take some time to really look at your surroundings. If you're trying to go next level, you got to connect with next level people. That means people who are thinking on a higher level than even you are right now. So in that time of meditation, in that time of prayer, in that time where you're reflecting on your life and where you want to go, you got to ask yourself, who do I need in my space, in my environment, that's going to help me produce the right kind of environment so I can connect with the people I want to connect with and have a relationship with them to take me where I want to go. And who I got to get rid of, because some people lack the capacity to come up. That's not your concern. That's not your problem. You can't be concerned about that. You can't be worried about folks who lack capacity to come up higher to where you are. That's not on you. That's not your space. That's not what you are designed to do. You can't babysit grown people. But you have a responsibility to make sure that what you do for you, baby, is right. And so what parts of your life, what areas of your life need cleansing? Seriously, think about this. We have 2 solid months left in 2019. And this is a good opportunity to rev up. Just like airplanes on a runway, they got to kind of get a running start. This is your opportunity to end 2019 strong, but get a strong head start, running head start for 2020. Because guess what? It'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. And you got to ask yourself, seriously, am I prepared for 2020? What's going to take me to where I'm going? What are my 2020 goals? Every year, I shut down in December and prep for the next year. That's my time of prayer, fasting, connecting. But you know what? I don't wait till December to think about my 2020 goals or my goals for the next year. I've already decided what they are, usually around October, November. I've already started working on my 2020 social media calendar, what I need to do to implement, including days that I need to do whatever. But I've already worked on my goals for 2020. I got a few things I need to tweak, but I promise you, sis got her goals for 2020 already. So when I go into prayer and fasting, or whatever my approach is this December, I already know what I'm going to God for. Because I want specific strategy, actions. Who am I looking for in 2020? And who's looking for me? Oh my God, this is perfect. This is a perfect example. As I clean, one of the things I have, y'all probably can see my deep fryer over there. Yes, I deep fry food sometimes. And sometimes you got to change out the grease. Otherwise, all you're going to have is burnt food and a stank smell of burnt grease in your house all the time. So sometimes your grease look like this. It's got the little soot, the little stuff in the bottom, but it might look inside there. It looked like it was good grease. And what does good grease look like? Hold on a second. Let me show you what good grease looks like. Good grease. This is what good grease looks like. So when I looked inside, it looked like this. I said, oh, it's not that bad. But baby, when that heat hits it, you know it's not good. And no amount of throwing potatoes or onions in there is going to clean that grease enough to where it's suitable for consumption or for use. Otherwise, guess what you're going to end up having? A grease fire. Why? Because the grease is no good. That's what our lives look like. We're trying to produce something that's edible in something that's so nasty. I don't care how good it quote tastes, because that's that good fish grease, fish and chicken and french fry grease with everything mixed together. I don't care. At some point, you still got to kill it. It's got to go. You got to change that out. That's what you got to do to get ready for 2020. I'm not saying give up on 2019, because 2019 ain't done, baby. 2019 ain't done. You still got 2 solid months. But rev up for 2020. Really spend some time reflecting. Spend time with you, figuring out where you want to go. Because life is too short and time is speeding by. And either you're going to be on the sidelines or you're going to be out there with the rest of us, hitting it strong, making it do what it do, and really, really, really pulling in some strong things for yourself. So I know this was a little bit of long at home with Dr. H, but I really wanted to kind of just bring that point home. So as you start really getting ready for 2020, this is a perfect time. The last quarter of 2019 to rev up. This is a great time to do some deep cleaning. Get into those corners of your heart, of your mind, of your life. Deep clean it. Seriously sanitize it and figure out what you need to do so that you can start 2020 off. Boom, take it off. This is your opportunity to really rev up speed. So when it's time to take off, you take off and you keep flight. And the only time you land is to refuel. And sometimes you get like the government, let them bring that plane on and refuel while you up in the air. That's another one for another time. But thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. You've been at home with me. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Love y'all. Bye.